thought I would go through a little video on tree stand safety. So here I am in my garage, and I'm going to show you what we do here at Tag 'em Outdoors to kind of make sure our tree stands are in good working order and safe for everybody to sit in for the upcoming year. So basically what we have here is you've just got a regular hang-on tree stand, as you can see here, and everybody knows that these straps wear out after a while. And so I'm going to show you what we've done here at home to make sure that these stay good so you don't fall out of your tree stand. First of all, we take our tree stands out every year. We don't leave them in there because obviously the longer they sit in the tree, the more weathered they get and the more dry rot they have and the more likely they are to break. So I guess the best case scenario is take them out every single year. I know that's not ideal for everybody, but it's just a good thing to get in the habit of doing. So Carson and I actually stopped at Farmer Fleet this morning, and we picked up just some regular old ratchet straps. But we don't just use regular ratchet straps because they have these little hooks on them, and as you all know, these little hooks can make a lot of noise when you're in the tree stand and then trying to hang them. Sometimes they don't hook on very well, so we've come up with a little bit different setup. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you how this works and take you through that process. So again, this is our setup that we've got, just a regular old hang-on tree stand. And again, like I talked about before, you can go ahead and grab just new ratchet straps. You can hook them around the tree and they work just fine. But we've come up with a little bit quieter setup, a little bit easier setup, so you're not losing your ratchet straps. We've actually come up with a little bit of a design here where you can actually get a little close up here. Basically what we're going to do is we are going to make a loop with our ratchet strap. My wife actually just sews these. We actually bought a whole roll of this, like 100 feet of the strap here. It's like 300 or 400 pound strength. And what we do is after these start to get worn out, we'll have her sew a loop in it. We'll loop that around the tree stand, just like so. And now that's always on there. There's nothing clanking on your tree stand, just a strap. And on the other end, on the ratchet side, same concept. And some of the tree stands now have these already made up like this, but haven't been able to find the replacement straps, and if they are, they're pretty expensive. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to just replicate this strap with the new strap that comes from the store. I'm just going to take and cut that off. We'll loop this over and make a loop in it so that when we're ready to attach it to the ratchet part, again, we can just wrap it around our tree stand, go through the ratchet, and now that's always on there. And then all you basically have to do is get your tree stand set up, go around your tree with your strap, and hook it into your ratchet strap and tighten it up. Now there's no hooking of anything, no clanking of anything, and it's all right there ready to go. So it works out pretty slick for us. So I'll just show you what I do to get that set up ready to go. So I'm just going to take a knife and I'm just going to cut this off right here, right where the tag is. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to burn the end of it. That'll help it from fraying. If you got a little extra, just go ahead and tighten her up. Same thing on the opposite end. Now all you're left with is this ratchet strap here and the regular ratchet. Now what we're going to do is, I don't know, we've got about 3 feet here of an old one. And you're going to wrap that over about 6 to 12 inches so that you make a nice loop there. And then again, you'll go through that. And we'll be able to use this same ratchet material to make both ends. On the other end, basically what we're going to do, you can see here, we've wrapped that around, made a loop, And then basically you're going to do an X and a square with the sewing machine. Basically what they did right here to make this setup. And then we'll have brand new straps ready to go for the hunting season.
Dad just got all these ratchet straps all prepped and ready. I'm gonna head up to the girls' room and we're gonna show you guys how to sew this. First thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna cut the strap that goes onto the ratchet part. We're gonna cut it at 21 inches and then we'll get to sewing. This stuff is very thick, so make sure you cut it through a couple times. Don't cut your finger. Okay. Burn the end, like Dad said earlier, so you get no fraying. And now your excess strap will be left over for the other side of your stand. We bought 8-foot straps this time. That's just a personal preference. You can go 10 or 12 depending on how big of trees you guys are going around. But we went with the 8-foot and we're gonna make our straps now. Now that you got your strap cut, we're gonna show you how to thread it through and sew it all together. So you're gonna thread it through the loop and you're gonna fold this side down about to the ratchet and then fold this side over. It's roughly 2.5 inches, give or take some. And so now all 3 of your pieces are together. I have a little clip here I'm going to clip on and make sure everything is lined up. Get as close as you can without hitting your needle. Drop it down. And we're going to run straight across all 3 pieces of the strap. Let's go slow so this doesn't hit and break, otherwise Mom would be very mad and I would owe her a sewing machine. We're going to go right to the edge, and now we're going to go back. Make sure you guys use polyester thread. It's a lot stronger than the cotton thread. And just keep going back and forth. I would say a good 10 times back and forth. Get a good thread line in there. Now that you have established a good thread line on the bottom, you are going to go up the side. You can take your clip off now because it's all threaded in. We're just going to keep going up this side right to the end. And then we're going to go back and forth on that side a few times. Now once we get all 4 sides, we got a rectangle here. We are going to do a diagonal X across, you know, just eyeball it as close as you can to the corners, and make sure we stitch all of this open space in. So we're going to make an X pattern in the center of this. And I'll go back and forth on that a few times, and then we're going to go the other way. the other corner and go up to the other side of our thread. Now that we've done it all the way around a few times, we're going to pull it out, tie it off, and we have completed the ratchet side, and then we are going to do the strap side. Just take your two threads, tie them down just to make sure they don't slide through. Should have enough thread that have tied itself together in there, but just in case, Mom always says tie it 3 times. Then cut it off. Now that we've finished our ratchet side, we're going to do the strap side. We're going to lay it out here. A simple tape measure will work. We're just using Mom's handy dandy measuring table. And we're going to overlap 7 inches. So bring your start here and your end piece at 7, and that'll give you a big enough loop. We're going to sew this basically the same way. We're just doing one simple X on this, and then it's complete. Then it's time to put them on. And then we have our strap. I shouldn't be able to break it, but make sure you guys do use a size 16 needle, as big as you can get basically. It's for sewing denim and straps that are this thick, and yeah, that's how simple it is to make some new straps.
Another reason why we like to use these straps that we just made up, these one straps that a lot of these tree stands come with, I just don't feel like you get a very secure to the tree just because it's one strap, and if you step off to the side sometimes it just gets a little wobbly. So we decided to go with these ones here. Again, all you have to do is put her around to the frame on one side, the other strap on the other side. And a lot of time we'll put 2 on here, one on top, one on bottom. That way the seat gets secure and the frame in the bottom, the footrest gets secure. But then when you're not using this, what's really slick is you can go ahead and put climbing sticks on here or whatever you need to, and everything's all right here already.
Makes for easy packing in, no clank in your stands.
So I can tighten this up. Now she's pretty much ready to go.
Doesn't clank around.
There's no hooks.
Now you got the other one in there.
Except for the other strap that's on there yet. But other than that, we're ready to roll. And like I said, no hooks to bang around on. If you need to put climbing sticks on there, you can package them on there, and it's all ready to go. So they work out really well for us, and I hope you guys can maybe put that to use this fall.
I hope the video helped. Hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos.